All right, we are back. I am Parker Logan. I just got announced that I have finished 11th place out of all the bowlers here for the boys. So I made all conference. But yes, I'm here to commentate. Ashley Fleischer just picked up her spare to finish the frame. Elizabeth Baker throwing the ball down right side. Little backspin. Hits left side of the pocket and leaves 4 pins on the right. Here goes Jaden St. Pierre. Throwing the ball down the lane. Hooks into the pocket. And she leaves a 4-7. Ball came a little high, so it did get into the pocket fast enough, but it wasn't a split, so that we will take that any day. Here goes Elizabeth Baker after getting some coaching from her 3 coaches we have. She gets set, ready in her approach. Starts her approach, throws the ball down, pushing down the lane, and she gets 3. She chops the 10 pin. It was a real close attempt, though. Here goes Jaden throwing it cross, and the ball hooks a little too much and misses the 4-7. Lainey Sellers on the right lane, throwing the ball. A little bounce, but it'll work out. Brooklyn, she misses the same leave that Baker leaves. It's a 3, 6, 10, 9. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 10. There goes Elizabeth Doss, two-handed bowler, and dang, she leaves a split. She leaves a 4-10. It's my least favorite spare to leave. It's really hard to convert, but here goes Lainey Sellers with her spare ball trying to pick up the right side lead. See if she can get it. Poke a little. And she gets the back 3. She leaves a 3 pin, but she gets the back 3. She goes back, high fives all her teammates that leave her with great encouragement and hypes them up. Doss went and got one of the pins. Now Ashley Fletcher is up on the right lane. She is our lefty starting on the team right now. There it goes on the left side lane, real close to the gutter, but it works out, hits Brooklyn, and she leaves, it looks like the 2 pin. Could be wrong with that, though. Summer Fenton on the left lane. Throws it, has a lot of revs, hits the pocket, spins, hits well, but leaves the 4-7 again. Lanes are quite oily. They are not too dried out yet. I can speak from experience because I bowled on them for 3 games. Here goes Ashley trying to pick up that pin, and it falls into the gutter. Oh, sorry, she had a sleeper, actually. She had the 4-8. No, 2-8. She had the 2-8. Summer Fenton going, and she picks up the single pin for the spare to end the frame. Here's Jane St. Pierre on the right side lane. Throws it, bounces again, but it will go Brooklyn. 1 falls, and she leaves the 6 pin. Elizabeth Baker on the left side lane. Throws it down the lane, a little backspin, but it works out, and she leaves a 7 pin. There goes Jade Sapir trying to close out the frame. She hooks at it and barely picks up the spare. It just moves over to the left. She picked up that 6 pin real nicely. Lainey Sellers on the left side lane for her strike shot. Throws the ball down lane. Comes a little across, hits Brooklyn, but leaves a 5-10, I think. Elizabeth Baker on the, Elizabeth Doss on the right lane. She's our only two-hander, but it seems to work out quite well for her. Throws it, pushes out to the right side, pushes down, and leaves a 2-pin. Here goes Doss to pick up her spare. Oh, just the 4-pin, and she picks it up. She gets a spare and closes out that frame, which is what you're looking for. Lainey Sellers going for the split pickup, and she almost gets it. She gets the 5-pin, just comes shy of hitting the 10-pin. Summer Fenton on the right pair. Throwing the ball down the lane. Pushes, stays on the right side, hits the pocket, and wraps the 10-pin. It's a horrible leave. No one likes it. Wrapping the 10-pin might be one of the worst feelings ever. Ashley Fletcher on the left side, going down the lane. Has a lot of side rep on it, and gets a strike. Summer Fenton on the right side with her Storm spare ball. Going for that 10-pin. Throws it across, and she picks it up on the 10-pin. Hits the left side of it, which is probably the easiest way to pick it up. You don't want to stay on the right side of it because you have a chance of going in the gutter. Jaden St. Pierre on the left lane. Throwing it down the right side. Looks to be good. Push ball. And she leaves a 7, I think. Elizabeth Baker on the right side. Throwing the ball down the lane. Here she goes. Little backspin again. Hits. Oh, comes a little high inside. She just leaves a 3-6-10. Which isn't a terrible spare to leave. It's quite pickupable. Here goes Jaden St. Pierre after getting some coaches from our coach, Luke Fenton, Summer's dad. Going for the spare. And she picks up the 4-7. A nice ball and spare up right there. Elizabeth Baker throwing the ball down the right side. And she gets all 3. That'll be a good spare, and it helps the team out with spare. Every spare counts. My coaches have a saying that strikes are for show and spares are for dough, because spares really make or break a game. Oh, there goes Elizabeth Doss. The ball's a little bit too far out and falls in the gutter. Lainey Seller in the right lane. Comes a little across her body. Hits high on the head pin. Hits a Brooklyn and leaves 3 on the right side. Here goes Doss on her second shot to try and pick it up. Pushes the ball down the lane, a little left side, goes Brooklyn, but misses the head pan. She ended that frame with a 7 after the ball falling into the gutter. The lanes are real spotty tonight. Lainey Sellers throwing the spare ball down, and she misses. She hits the 3-pin and it misses the 6-pin, but she picks up the 3 and the 9, 3 and the 9, sorry. Ashley Fletcher on the right side. She is letter C for us tonight, and she is one of our seniors. Throwing the ball down the lane, a lot of hook, and she gets a strike. That's a double for Ashley Fletcher, our senior, our left-handed senior. We have Summer Fenton on our left side. She is also our other senior. She has been bowling longer than a lot have, actually. She's been bowling before high school. She bowls in leagues, and she's actually committed to McPherson College in Kansas. Throws the ball down the lane. Comes in a little high, but misses the 6-pin. 4-pin, excuse me. Jaden throwing the ball. Comes in a little high, misses the 1-3 pocket, but still gets away with 1 pin. She just leaves the 6. Here goes Summer Fenton to try and pick up the spare. She leaves a 7-pin, and she just misses to the right of it. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side to pick up that 1 pin she has. And she just misses to the left of it by a couple boards. Elizabeth Baker on the left side. Ball goes across the lane. Hits the 1-2 pocket. It's a little Brooklyn. I think she left a 9-pin. Elizabeth Doss, the two-handed on the right side, throws it across the lane. I think ball changes. Still comes in a little high and misses. She lives a 3-6-7. I did my math correctly. Elizabeth Baker going in for the spare on the left side. Throws the ball. She has a single pin to go after, and she picks it up. Nice little spare for Elizabeth Baker to bring her score. Elizabeth Doss going for the backup, and she just misses the pocket. She might be one of the only two-handed bowlers that I've ever seen at Heritage High School that throws her right side spares back up with the spare ball. It works out quite well, but it's interesting. Lady Sellers on the left lane throws it, bounces a little too much, bringing it across her body, and she hits the 4-7 pocket. Summer Fenton, one of our two seniors on the right side, trying to improve her score to keep her at All-State and Conference bowler. Throws the ball to the right side, stays pretty straight, and just wraps the 10-pin with the 6-pin. One of the worst feelings you can have after throwing a real good shot. Lady Sellers trying to pick up her spare after missing the pocket. Throws across, but leaves the 5-pin after her second shot. It'll be a 9 to end the frame. Summer Fenton on the right side, taking a deep breath before her throw. Throwing at the 10-pin and picks it up. There you go. 10-pin is the hardest single pin to pick up as a righty. Ashley Fletcher on the left lane, or as a lefty senior, throws the ball a little soft. She slips, but she gets the strike. That is a turkey for our senior, Ashley Fletcher. But our girls team calls it a goose. Elizabeth Baker on the right side, throws it across, stays on the right side of the head pin, leaves a 6-10 for her first ball. Jaden St. Pierre on the left lane, throws it back, forward, hits a little high on the head pin again, and leaves the 4-10 or 6-10 as well. That's one of the things that the ladies do a lot that kind of they struggle with, is they throw a little bit too far across their body, and they miss the go Brooklyn, which isn't a bad thing. It's just something we need to correct before we get to state. Elizabeth Baker with the 6-10 spare to finish her frame after the Lady War Eagles do their spare chant. Jaden St. Pierre with the same, and it falls into the gutter after not hooking enough. Elizabeth Baker's up again on the right side, which makes me believe this is the 10th frame of the first game. Brings the arm back, throws it forward, a little across her body. Hits Brooklyn, and that's a strike for Elizabeth Baker to end the game. There goes Lainey Sellers on the right side. There's a little across her body. It'll go Brooklyn, but it will leave a couple pins standing. Cannot tell what Lady War Eagles doing a little pick it up chant to help encourage their ladies to pick up the spares that they miss or they leave after their strike shot. Elizabeth Doss picking up the 5-pin, and she just misses the left of it. A little too much into it or throwing it. Lady Sellers picks up one with this 5-6 split. Not the most fun split or leave to leave, but she ends the game with that. Here goes the two seniors to finish out their first game of the conference, 2025 conference. Here goes Ashley Fletcher on the left side of the lane, throwing the ball down the approach. And she strikes. That's a 4-bagger for our senior Ashley Fletcher. What a great way to end your game. She still got 2 more attempts to make it even a 6-bagger. Summer Fenton on the left side of the lane, slides, throws it across. Pretty good speed. And she gets the strike. That's a first of 3 for her side, for her 10th frame. Ashley Fletcher can try to continue her series of strikes on the right side lane. Ball goes on the left side. Stay. Oh, and it just fell into the lane after she threw it a little too far out. She turns around and says it's all right. It's all you can do. As soon as you become negative, bowling's a really mental sport, so any negative gets really in your head. It's bad. Summer Fenton on the left lane, throwing it, trying to continue his streak. And she just misses, but leaves a... Huh? That's good. Ashley Fletcher trying to pick up a strike for her last, or make it count to finish her game strong. There goes on the left side of the lane. Wheels. And gets a strike to finish the game. Oh, I guess that's a spare, actually, since she missed her first ball. Summer Fenton trying to finish her game strong. Throws the ball down the lane for the spare and just drops the 7-pin.
Hey, not bad though, girls. Not bad at all.
Just got word that Ashley Fletcher, our senior, our left-handed senior, she just bowled a 194 to end the game. Summer Fenton bowled a 177 to end the game. Jaden Sampier bowled a 1. Just kidding. Elizabeth Baker bowled a 159. And those are the 3 high games for the first game of the 2025 conference game for our Lady Warriors.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Matt Crafton, President and CEO of Crafton Tull. Our team is not just a collection of engineers, surveyors, and designers. We have a passion for Northwest Arkansas. Our team is helping to shape the future of this community. We're more than an engineering firm, we're your neighbors. Crafton Tull helps.
And we are back for the second game for our Lady War Eagles here in the individual play of the conference for 2025 season. They were just on the pair 31 and 32, which is all right sides pair, and now they moved all the way down to 17, 18. They are in between. Let's see here. They're in between the Rogers Mounties on their left and Fayetteville Bulldogs on the right, which is a great rivalry. They've been Fayetteville Bulldogs and the Heritage War Eagles have been back and back all year long. It'll be really in between those two teams to see who pulls out the win for the conference for the number 1 seed going into state next Tuesday. Here goes Elizabeth Baker, letter A for the War Eagles on the right side. Throws the ball down the lane, a little crossed. Hits the pocket, but leaves 3 on the left side. Jaden Sampier, letter D for the War Eagles. Throw on the left side, little bounce. It might work out though. Ball pushes through. Comes in a little high again. She really needs to push the ball out a little bit or skip her feet left if I was her. But she leaves the 6-10 on the right side. There goes Elizabeth Baker to try and pick up the 3 on the left side. Throws it across. Has some decent hook to it and picks up the spare to start the game with a 7 spare. Jaden Sampier throwing a spare ball and she gets the 6-10. Great start for the Lady War Eagles. two spares to start out the game. Spares are everything in bowling. You can strike for so long, but as soon as you start leaving open frames and getting splits, it'll be a hard game for you. Split game hasn't been too bad today, but pins aren't falling. Elizabeth Dawson on the left side, throwing the ball across. She keeps it a little flat, but it will work out. Misses the pocket and leaves the 1, 2, 4, 7 on the left side. That's a 4 going diagonal on the left side. Lady Sellers on the right lane, a pair. Goes back, throws it forward, keeps it on the right side, hits the pocket, a little high on the head pin, and leaves the 4-10 on the right side. Here's Elizabeth Doth trying to pick up the spare on the left side. Throws the ball down, throws her strike shot, scoots a little right, and the 2-pin jumps out of the gutter, almost hits it, but just misses. Lady Sellers on the right side misses the 4-pin by a couple boards and just hits the 10-pin. Lady War Eagles aren't doing too bad right now. They just need to make a couple adjustments based off the lane conditions because of the team switching every lane. Each lane is completely different and breaks down a little bit differently than the one before. I had to move 15 to the right and throw it a lot straighter than I did in the first game, so it's just based off what happens. Summer Fenton, senior on the left lane, comes in a little soft on the left lane, leaves a 2-7 split. It'll be pick upable. She can either throw it between it or right on the right side of the 2-pin to shoot it over. Ashton Fletcher, left side bowling, stays on board 3, brings the ball over, and she leaves a 3-pin, I think. It's not a 3, it's a 6. Summer Fitton on the left side. And picks up the split on the left side, and that is a huge pickup for Ladies War Eagles to start the game with a spare. Ashley Fletcher on the right side just left 1. Here goes Elizabeth Baker on the left side, on one-handed. Brings the ball back, throws it down the right side, a little side spin more than last time, and she hits the pocket, wrap 10 again. Again, one of the worst feelings you can have for hitting the pocket. It's just quite annoying. The breaks is not in the bin in the favor of the War Eagles today. Brings the ball left side for Ashley, and she brings it across and hits the 5-pin, actually. It was not a 4. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side, trying to look to capitalize on this first ball. Throws the ball down the lane, stays on the right side, hits the pocket well, and strikes. Oh, just barely. The pin, 7 pins, nope, 8 pins scoot over and landed. Elizabeth Baker just missing the 10 pin on the left side by a couple boards. Every spare is really crucial here in the game of bowling because you build off the score you had previously in the last frame. Here's Elizabeth Doth, our only 2-hander. Throwing the ball. She has a ball change, actually. Throws the ball a little far out. Doesn't come back enough, but she leaves 3 pins. She leaves with a 2, 4, and an 8. Lady Sellers on the left line. Misses the head pin, but gets a decent break. She has a 1, 2, 4, and a 10, which is a decent split. You can pick up the spare multiple ways, but it's not ideal for any situation. Elizabeth Doss on the right side, scooting right and throwing it across the lane. Only gets 1, which is quite unusual. Oh, yeah, it's the 2-pin of the 3, the front, but she will come back and do great the next frame. Lady Sellers trying to pick up the split on the left side. Goes for the pocket shot, misses, hits the right side of the head pins, hits bounced off the sidewall, and hits the 4-pin. So she only got 2 into the frame with an 8 on that one. Not super ideal, but every pin is a pin. Summer Fenton, senior on the right side, comes in a little high but gets away with it and leaves a 4-7. Ashley Fletcher, our other senior, left-handed, on the left side. Pretty sure she is 100% committed to going to OSU for college. Left side on the left side, brings it across her body, kind of works out, stays away, and strikes. There you go, strike. A little confusion of making sure nothing happened, but it all worked out. That's too close frame for her to start off the second game. There you go, Summer Fenton going for the left side, throws her spare ball across, and just misses to the right side of it. Teammates are there to pick her up for everything, since bowling is a majorly mental game. Any error can get in your head real well. One of the reasons I sort of struggled today, but my teammates are there to back me up. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side, throws a real great ball, and she strikes. Really ideal and great line for the ball. Elizabeth Baker on the right side, throws it across. And it works out for another strike. That's 2 strikes back to back on the pair for the Lady War Eagles. Doss on the left lane, throws it across with the ball change, throws it just right and gets another strike for Lady Warriors. That's 3 in a row for the pair. See if we can continue the streak. Lady Sellers on the right lane, brings the ball back, regarding on the approach, throws the ball down lane. Doesn't have enough hook, comes in out a little flat, and she leaves the bucket in a 7. Sort of unusual. The pins are falling. Today we have the normal pretty much house shot with sort of wooden pins and kind of a hybrid. So the pin fall is pretty decent. And there's another strike for Summer Fenton on the left lane. That's 4 in the last 5 throws. Lady Sellers trying to pick up the spare to increase the score of the Lady War Eagles, and she gets the split. That is a major contribution to the Lady War Eagles score. It was Elizabeth Doss on the left lane, trying to capitalize on the score. Pushing down the right side, looks to be really good, and just comes in a little high. The head pin deflected off to the left, missed the 2-4, and hits the 7 pin, excuse me. She leaves, looks to be a 2-4 on the left side. Ashley Fletcher on the left lane, throws it across, hits the pocket well, and smashes it for another strike from the Lady War Eagles. I think that is a double for her. Elizabeth Baker pushing the ball, may come across, but it works out well. The ball was just enough carry and didn't hook a little too much just to work well and pick up a spare on the left side. Spares are everything in bowling. You can strike as much as you want, but as soon as you get a slump or get in your head a little bit, you got to pick up the spares. It's what increases your score for bowling. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side throws it a little high and low, and it works out sort of. Lady Sellers with a Brooklyn shot, and it works out quite well for her for another strike for Lady War Eagles. Jaden St. Pierre leaving the 4-8 on the left side, which is quite unusual. Somehow picking up the 7 pin without hitting the other 2. Here goes Jaden St. Pierre after the ball comes to the ball return, which is quite slow. Throwing the ball across. Ball does not hook enough and only hits the 8 pin. If I were her right there in that situation, I would scoot all the way right and throw it almost directly at it. The lanes are pretty flooded down lane, so it doesn't hook right before it gets to the head pin. So. Ashley Fletcher on the left lane goes Brooklyn and leaves the 7 pin. Elizabeth Dawson on the right side after the ball change, hits pocket, and it's another strike for Lady War Eagles. I think that's a double for her if I am correct. Ashley Fletcher is a left-handed. She is going for the 7 pin, which is arguably the hardest spare, single pin spare for a lefty, and the hardest for a righty is a 10 pin since you're having to throw across and right along the right or left gutter. Try to keep it up. Summer Fenton on the right lane, throwing it across. Looks like there it is, another strike for Lady War Eagles. She throws it around the second arrow, which is board 10. Works out quite well. She throws it pretty straight and hooks it right into the pocket. Here goes Ashley Fletcher with her spare ball going for the 7 pin. Going down the approach, throws the ball, pushes, and just falls in the gutter right before the pin. Not a bad attempt, but You got to capitalize on every single spare, especially when you have a striker spare the frame before to build off. Elizabeth Baker on the right side spare brings the ball back, throws it across around the 8 board, throws it across. It comes in a little low, but it will work, or a little high, but it will work out. She leaves a sleeper, which is 2 pins right behind each other. It's a 2 and 8. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side throws a really good ball and wrap 10, sadly. Hate to see the wrap 10s. It's my least favorite of all time. I don't know. I think a Greek church or a 7-10 split would be worse, but. Elizabeth Baker going for the sleeper on the left side, throws it across, brings the ball a little bit too far out, only hits the head pin of the sleeper. Still hits the 2 pin. Leaves the 8 pin, so finishes the frame with a 9. Here goes Jaden on the right side spare with her spare ball. Misses by about, looks like 8 boards, so left of it. Didn't throw it quite far enough out. That's a constant struggle for all right-handers. Lainey Sellers on the right side. Throws at Brooklyn, but gets away with a 5 pin. And there's the Lady War Eagles with their 5 pin champ. That is honestly quite annoying. Elizabeth Doss on the right side, and there's another strike for Elizabeth Doss, a 2-hander. She has always been a 2-hander that I know of, and she does it quite well. She throws her spares back up on the right side, which means you're right-handed and you throw it kind of to the right rather than hooking it to the left. Lenny picking up the 5 pin to finish the frame with the spare. Great way to end the frame. There goes, I think, Summer Fenton. Yep, on the left side. Throws the ball down the lane, pretty straight at the pocket, and that's another strike for Lady War Eagles. Turning around with great enthusiasm as every strike and spare matters in this competition. There are 9 teams here today for the boys and girls in our conference, and the top 5 make it to state. Ashley Fletcher on the left side throws a little wonky, but gets a strike. Kicks her legs out right before the throw, and it ends up working out for her. Elizabeth Baker on the right side, throws it down, hooks into the pocket, it's another strike. That's 4 strikes if I believe I'm correct. Energy is high right now for the girls. Can you keep that energy up so bowling improves? Jaden St. Pierre bounces the ball on the right side, works out, hooks, misses the head pin, leaves a 1-2-4-10. Lainey Sellers on the left side, throws it and gets another strike. They have been hot on that left side, left lane of the pair. I think it's lane 14 and 15. Here goes Jaden trying to pick up the split on the right side lane. She scoots left, right, trying to throw it across and get across. Throws it a little too far out, and it fell in the gutter, sadly. Teammates are there to encourage her, though, through everything, because everything is very mental in this game. Elizabeth Doss, our 2-hander on the right side of the pair. Throws the ball out, across the 3rd arrow, pushes out, and gets another strike. That is a double, if I believe I'm correct. Ashley Fletcher on the left side, hunches down, and leaves with 9 on the pair. She comes back, turn around, really hoping for that strike, but just happens to miss. She leaves it looks like a 10 pin, but it may be a 6. Summer Fenton on the right side goes across. It's another strike for the Lady War Eagles. They are hot right now with all the strikes and spares, which is something we really need to compete with Fayetteville, Rogers, and other schools here today for that first place in conference to lead us going in first place in the state next week. Ashley Fletcher going for the, it looks like a 6 pin. Throws it across, scoots left, throws it across, hooks at it, and gets it correct. She gets a spare and ends in it with a closed frame Elizabeth Baker on the right side, throws it across, and leaves one. I think that is an 8-pin. I'm not completely sure. Maybe a 2-pin. Jaden St. Pierre on the left side of the pair, lane 17 actually. Ball goes Brooklyn and leaves a 9-pin. Not a bad shot. After I just got the scores in for the first game, after the Lady War Eagles' first game, and I will announce scores after. Elizabeth Baker going for the spare on the right side. Ball hooks a little and picks up the spare to increase the score and the lead for the Lady War Eagles. Jaden St. Pierre going for the single pin on the left lane. Ball goes around the six board, gets close to the right gutter, and just hooks back to pick up the spare. It's another spare for Lady War Eagles. Lady Sellers brings the ball across again, goes Brooklyn, misses the head pin, and leaves the 1-3 pocket shot. Pretty ideal lead for any. Elizabeth Doss on the left side, throws the ball two-handed across, a little too straight, didn't push it out enough, but gets 8 and leaves 2 pins on the right side. She loses a 3-6. Lady Sellers gets close to the thing. Ball did not hook enough, but got 2. She actually had 7. She left the head pin. So she finished that frame with a 9. See on screen a little bit of coaching today, since we are doing individual girls, boys first, then having a break, and then the girls. We are able to have all 3 coaches, Nick Bravo, Juan Garcia, and Luke Fenton, to help us with any other critiques and anything that we can need. Because sometimes you just need that reassurance right before you bowl, just to make sure you don't overthink and get it right, and you can be confident in yourself. Confidence is everything in the sport of bowling. It's a very mental game and heavy mindset. Elizabeth Doss with her strike ball on the right side. She actually had a sleeper and gets all 3 for the spare. 7 spare for her on the left side. Ashley Fletcher approaching the lane. Throws the ball down the left side. Hooks out. It's close. Doesn't hook enough, doesn't grab the lane, but left is the 1-3 Brooklyn shot. Here goes Summer Fenton on the left pair, throwing the ball across. Right into the pocket, gets another strike for Summer Fenton and for the Lady War Eagles, increasing their lead on the other schools. Here goes Ashley Fletcher on the right lane. It's lane 18. And here at Fast Lane Entertainment and Bowling. Throws the ball across, hooks, doesn't quite hook enough. Only gets a head pin, leaves a 3 pin, so he finishes that frame with a 9. There's Luke Fenton giving her little tips and stuff to make sure she picks up all the pins next time. Elizabeth Baker on the right side brings the ball back down across. Throws it straight at the pocket. A little too far to the right, too high. Head pin deflects, hits a 10 pin, and she leaves, I believe it's the bucket, which is the 4 pins on the left side. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side. Throws it across. Nice pocket shot, but just doesn't come in right at the right angle or the right speed, so she leaves a 4 pin. Elizabeth Baker on the right side going to pick up the bucket to finish her frame out clean. Throws it right at the pocket with a little bit of hook, and she picks up the bucket. Here goes Jaden St. Pierre on the right lane, throwing it across, puts a little hook into it. The ball doesn't need hook enough, and she picks up the 4 pin to complete that frame of her game. Lady Sellers bring the ball across her body again, and goes Brooklyn and gets the strike. That might be one of my favorite strikes ever. There's 2 really good strikes that I love myself. I love a nice, clean Brooklyn shot. It's quite lucky. There's a lot of luck that goes into bowling. But a nice, crisp strike on the right side or left side, depending which you are, is also very ideal. Doss on the right side has a real nice shot in the pocket. Comes off a little high, though, and leaves a 4-8 split. Isn't super ideal, but she has the ability to pick this one up since they're closer together and hasn't been able to go for count. You can hear Cameron Copeland, one of the men's bowlers, yelling Brooklyn in the background. She leaves another split. It's actually quite wider than Elizabeth Dawson in the right lane. She leaves a 4-10, which is even quite harder. Garcia, you can hear him in the background telling her to go for the 7-pin, which is the left side of the 4-pin. Here goes Doss on the right side and almost gets the field goal, but gets the left 4-pin on the right side of it to kick it out. When you have split like that aren't super manageable to pick up, when you have a good game going for you, you don't always want to go for them because sometimes you don't always get the best breaks. She just goes for a count there of 1, which is perfectly fine. That's what most people would do. Summer Fenton, our senior on the right side, committed to play at McPherson, gets another strike. That's, I believe, a 4-bagger, if I think I'm correct. Oh, it's a goose, actually, so it's a 3. It's a turkey. They just did their goose chant, which is also known as a turkey in actual bowling. Ashley Fletcher going for the 7-pin, trying to pick up the split, but just misses, pulls it a little bit, doesn't push it out enough, and hits the right side of the 4-pin, the same as Baker did, and hits the left side. Here goes Elizabeth Baker on, Elizabeth Dawson, I meant. Elizabeth Baker on the right side, throws it across. I think that's another sleeper. Nope, she has a 4-7, I believe. Jaden St. Pierre on the left lane, throws her arm back, throws it straight, brings it a little across, misses the pocket on both sides, and gets the 3 on the left side, the 4-7-8. Not ideal, but it is a pick-up-able spare because you can just throw your strike shot and critique your strike shot where you need it. So Elizabeth Doss with the split. Nope, Elizabeth Baker on with the split on the right lane. Here she goes on her approach, taking her steps. She has a 5-step approach. Oh, she has a sleeper, actually. Does she get it? Oh, and she just misses a sleeper. She had a 4-7-8. She just gets the 4-7, which is fine. Jaden St. Pierre trying to pick up the spare. Just misses, comes a little high and hooks a little too early for her. And leaves a 5-pin, I believe. Here goes Lainey Sellers, trying to keep it on the right side. There she goes. Hits the pocket and leaves 2 pins, I believe. Elizabeth Doss, right side. 2-handed bowler, pushes it out. Not quite enough, but it works out with the Brooklyn. It's another strike for our freshman, Elizabeth Doss. She has been a great acquirement for the Heritage Lady War Eagles. As a freshman, 2-handed bowler. She's done quite well for this season. Here goes Lainey Sellers trying to pick up that spare on the left side. Throws it right at it. And she will pick it up to finish her frame with a spare. There goes Summer Fenton trying to extend her lead to a 4-bagger, which is very ideal. She ball changed from when she started. Throws it with a nut hook, throws it right in the pocket and strikes. That's a 4-bagger for a senior Summer Fenton, who is committed to play at McPherson College in Kansas. He signed last semester, right before our Christmas break, to go play. She's been working really hard and going on different college visits to go play. There's Ashley Fletcher with a little leg kick on the left side. Leaves a 6-pin, I believe. Elizabeth Baker on the right side doesn't quite throw it out enough, but it will work, and she leaves a 10-pin. Not ideal for a right-hander, but it will work out just fine for her. There goes Ashley Fletcher on the right lane of the pair. Lady Warriors have a little pick it up chance. They do. She throws it out on the left side, gets to the 3 board, stays between the 3 board and the gutter on the left side. Doesn't hook quite enough, and she misses towards the middle. Finishing out the frame, Elizabeth Baker throwing her spare ball a little too early. Doesn't push it out and push it down the lane far enough to give it time to hit the pin. She tried to push it out a little too far, and it ended up in the gutter. Quite normal for bowlers, especially high school. Jaden St. Pierre on the right side, drops it. Works out well though. Brooklyn misses the head pin, so she leaves a 1-3-6. Lady Sellers up again on the left lane. Throws it across her body. Goes Brooklyn. Pin comes up. She had a split. She had the 5-6-10, but the head pin managed to jump out of the gutter and hit the 6-10 down. So she is left with the 5 pin, which is the easiest single pin to pick up. So it is right in the middle of it. Jaden St. Pierre going for the spare, keeps it a little far right, but it comes back and works out well. If I were her, I would keep that same line and throw that same line. If not, I would scoot a little right to make sure you're hitting the pocket at the right angle so it carries through the 4 pins. Goes Lady Sellers going for the pin, throws it straight at it. That's her strike shot. That's a really nice ball right there. And that is a spare for Lady Sellers. Funny thing about bowling is majority of the time when you have a spare shot, that could be a strike shot like a 1-3 pocket, 1-2 pocket if you're lefty, 5 pin, any single pin like that. You end up throwing your strike shot for your spare, and when you need to shoot your strike shot, you end up messing up somewhere. I can say so. I did it myself. Lady Sellers again on the left side. I think it's a 10th frame. Throws it straight in the pocket and just wraps the 10 pin. Sadly. As soon as this game is over, I will be announcing after the first game. Elizabeth Doss, good ball on the right side, and the pin falls, 6 pin falls, and she's left with a 4-7. Lady War Eagles are trying to close out strong on the second game to maintain their lead. Ashley Fletcher on the left side. Throws it left side, kicks her late again. Doesn't hook quite enough. I saw her, I would scoot left and move her target in. Try and keep it straighter because the ball's not grabbing enough on that left side. Lefties, there's not a ton of lefties here in conference today. So the lane is kind of oily. Elizabeth Doss on the right side, scoots right, throws it down the middle. Tries to get it hook, and it sits well and hooks across the line at the pin deck and picks up the spare to finish her game, I think, or she has one more ball. Oh, nope, she still has one more. Finish her 10th frame. Ashley Fletcher on the left side to try to pick up the split, and she just misses. That's not the most ideal way to finish the frame, or game. Here goes Elizabeth Doss on the right side to try to finish her lane with a strike, and she gets it to finish her game with the, what was it? 8 spare strike. Great way to finish her game. As soon as Summer Fenton is done with this frame, on her 10th frame of the second game for Lady War Eagles, I will be announcing the scores from, the team scores from the first game in order. Summer Fenton throws it a little too far out, but it ends up working, and she gets the pin to fall. 4 pinners standing up, but one of the, I think it was a 5 pin, was still rolling around on the pin deck and manages to knock it down. That is the, that is a great way to start the 10th frame. Apologies for that stutter. Here she goes for her second ball for the 10th frame to try to continue the strike. Throws the ball down lane, stays in between the 1 and 2 and she gets the second strike. Crowd erupts. Lady War Eagles to try to continue their lead. And then Summer Fenton getting her ball off the ball return. Trying to capitalize on this double that she has in the 10th frame and finish out strong. Throws the ball down the right side around the 7 pin, 7 board. Oh, she almost loses 7-10, but some controls over and lose at 10-10. And that would be it for the end of the second game. Summer Fenton ended up with a 265. Letter B, Lady Sailors with 163. Letter E, Elizabeth Doss with a 191. But that was an amazing game by us. Huh?
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Matt Crafton, President and CEO of Crafton Tull. Our team is not just a collection of engineers, surveyors, and designers. We have a passion for Northwest Arkansas. Our team is helping to shape the future of this community. We're more than an engineering firm, we're your neighbors. Crafton Tull helps to ensure our roads, bridges, and public spaces keep pace with the growth of Northwest Arkansas. Together, we're driving progress that's rooted in Northwest Arkansas values.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Man, penguin, penguin, penguin.
Hey, look, we got 45 minutes.
Penguin.
Nobody likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care.
You look terrible. I feel terrible.
Our online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Mercy Now. More of what you need now.
She had 9 in a row, and then on her last one, she got 9. How many pins is there? 10?
Yeah.
She got 9.
Go ahead and announce Logan. Summer's score. Okay.
Just got the score for the last game. Summer ended with a 265 in that game. And the scores from the final first game. The Heritage War Eagles in first place with a 904 after the first game. Let's see here. Fayetteville is second place with a 795. That's around 200 pins leading for the Heritage War Eagles. Third place is Rogers. Fourth, we have Northside with a 714. And fifth place, we have Harbor with a 674. So that is them to Heritage with a 100 pin lead to end the first game. But Summer Fenton with that 265 game will really increase their chances to win conference and go into state with the #1 seed. So, yeah. Summer ended the game with a 265 and 9 count to end the game, which is a really hard game, really fought well game. She probably would have done really well with her teammate support. The energy was really high. You could hear it. They were screaming, doing their chants, whatever. It really makes a difference here in bowling. But yeah, great way to end the second game.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Matt Crafton, President and CEO of Crafton Tull. Our team is not just a collection of engineers, surveyors, and designers. We have a passion for Northwest Arkansas. Our team
We are announcing scores right now for the Lady Warrior Eagles after the second match. We had Southside, I'm pretty sure, in 5th place. 4th place, we have the Rogers Mounties. I did not hear who was in 5th. 2nd place, the Fayetteville Bulldogs. And in 1st place, we have our very own Lady War Eagles. Mr. Davenport will be back in a second with the actual scores, and so I will be able to update you once that happens. But until then, continue to watch and support our Lady War Eagles as they finish off in the 1st place as of going through individuals, leading off the individual games for our 2025 conference here at Fastlane Entertainment. Here you can see the Lady War Eagles calling it up right before they go onto the 3rd game, their 3rd and final game of individual bowling for the Lady War Eagles. Here goes Elizabeth Baker to start off this 3rd game on the left pair. They move down right a couple, looks like about 10 lanes. She goes Brooklyn and gets the strike to start off the game. She pulled the ball across her body, but worked out well going across the 3rd arrow. Jaden St. Pierre in the right lane, pushes out to about the 5 board, pushes out, and bad break. Hits the pocket right well, but she has a split. She leaves a 4-7-9, I believe. There's Laney Sellers on the left lane, leaves another split. Not ideal for Lady War Eagles. Here's the score update. After 2 games, we have Lady War Eagles with a 1963 in 1st place. In 2nd place, we have Fayetteville Bulldogs with a 1619. 3rd place, we have the Northside Grizzlies. What was that, 3rd? 4th place is the Southside Mavericks, and in 5th place we have the Bentonville Tigers. Just kidding, I said that wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. I said that correct. But yeah, Laney Sellers misses on the left lane, all 3 of the pins. Here goes Elizabeth Dawson on the right side, a freshman coming from Oakdale. 2-handed bowler, right side, pushes the ball out after her ball change, and goes Brooklyn, but gets the strike. The 10 pin falls just right after getting knocked over by, I think, the 6 pin. Ashley Fletcher, our senior on left side, brings it across her body, throws it straight out, and leaves a 8 pin, I think. Okay. Summer Fenton on the right lane to finish, and she leaves a 5 pin. I got it. Leaves a 5 pin on the right side. And this will end my time commentating on the ladies game, as I have to get ready for the Baker games that are coming up right after these Lady War Eagle games. So thank you for letting me come on here, War Eagle TV, and finish up. And until next time.
All right, go rest up and get ready. Good luck. No, you don't have to. Just turn that up a little bit and just unmute that.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
Did you want like ranch or barbecue?
No, ma'am, I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
guys.
We're experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties with the pins right now. It appears that one is in the gutter, but we're going to have that fixed right quick.
guys.
Good game. This is the third. This is our last. And then we're going to Vegas. And we have fun. Oh, you're good. It's the pin's fault. It's the pin's fault. That's the way, we like it, No, but my head hurts. Oh! That's okay. I bet y'all. So amazing that we get so many